How you doing? It's Peter from the Saltwater Edge, and wanted to revisit a product. I think it's probably been available here for maybe 10 years. I looked a lot younger then. This is the Saltwater Edge Rotary Vise. We partnered with Peak Engineering to build from the ground up a vise that would serve tyers who want to use big hooks like these new big Ahrex Clouser hooks or the classic SL12, but also bucktail jigs with considerable weight. I think this is a 3-ounce. And to handle these, this is not a vise that'll tie your size 20 blue wing olive. You know, this is a beast. So this vise can accommodate some of the biggest and heaviest hooks. Seat it, fix it, and then you have a solid way to hold the hook, apply thread, rotate a third as it relates to applying bucktails, or on bigger hooks, bigger saltwater flies, you adjust it, same deal. It's a nice red can squid. You can put the torque on it because it's not going to move, and then the wide base allows you to do that. So the combination of the wide base, the saltwater jaw, will accommodate a wide range of hooks, and even hooks with lead weight on the at the end. A note though, back in the day, 10 years ago, most jig heads came with carbon hooks like the Kalen jig. Now more and more of them come with heavy duty hooks, and their reference to gauge, whether it's 1/0, 2/0, 3/0, is really a reference to the size of the hook, not the gauge of the wire. And so the gauge of the wire is what's got to fit in the jaw. And these, a 7, the Andrus 3-ounce bucktail fits great, for example, but your mileage may vary, is the point I want you to appreciate. So we built a vise for the ground up for the guys tying big saltwater flies and bucktail jigs. Let me now show you how to assemble it if you choose to buy one. So let's put this vise together. It's $239, as I said earlier, I think built from the ground up to accommodate large flies and bucktail jigs. The pieces are pretty straightforward. There's a couple tips, that's why I want to cover this for you. The first is, what is this? You can see it here on the other vise. It's a material clip. It lets you tie your thread, and then if you need to secure it for a little bit or do something else or let something dry or work with the lure, you just hang your bobbin here and can do whatever applications you want to do without losing wraps, okay? So that has to go on first. It's already on the stem. It's an easier thing to do off the vise than with it seated. And it's just a little bit of a friction fit, and there we go. It's in. So sometimes this Allen key is it fits and sometimes it doesn't, so you've got the friction fit and the material holder taken care of. Just tighten up with the Allen. There, that is, that's solid. Orient the vise a little, and then this is swinging free. You'll want it free when you are adding maybe clumps of bucktail or something like that, but tighten it up with this also this thumb screw, and then there it is, ready to go. That's the Saltwater Edge Rotary Jig Vise. There are a couple extras, things you can add. There's an elbow here that makes spinning it quick, awfully nice, and then they have a tool caddy that you put on the post that might have your bobbin and a couple of items. It's not very big, so it's sort of out of the way, but it keeps, not obtrusive, but it keeps things handy. So the Saltwater Edge Rotary Jig Vise, pretty easy to set up, built from the ground up to tie bucktails and large saltwater flies, and manages hooks, like I said, up to the Andrus 3/0 bucktail. I think the rip splitter fits fine in there. But your mileage may vary because there's tolerances here and there's tolerances on hooks. So, but generally, a very affordable solution to tying big flies and big bucktails. Check it out.